To a nice seated position, whether you're on your knees or sitting back on your bottom cross-legged, or whether you're on a chair. Just coming into finding our nice yogic space. And let the breath settle down, let the energy settle down. Maybe you're outside in the sunshine, which would be lovely. Or maybe you're in a nice quiet spot in your home, your yoga space. Just allowing the energy to come inside and quieten down. Just any seated position. Please make sure you have water. So just sitting down and being content with where you are, with what's happening, with what's going on. Being open to just being yourself, not trying to practice in a particular way, not pushing yourself too hard. It's Sunday morning and it's a time to open up slowly and surely. And it's an exciting time because not just us opening up our bodies and opening up our breath, but it's an exciting time as well for us in the UK, if not the whole world, because other countries in terms of COVID development are changing all the time. But there seems to be a little bit of stability settling in to how we are in the UK in terms of being freer, being more liberated, being able to mix more with loved ones, albeit with restrictions, etc., etc. We all know the restrictions, well, I think we do. I don't always know them. They change. But being able to get together. So the world, the year is opening out, nature is opening out, and we are more likely to want to open our bodies out. We're not coming into our little cocoon and hunching down against winter. And I think this opening out of this year, this spring, is slightly different. It's wonderful to see everything bursting into life and the greenery coming back and the beautiful sun and blue skies we're having recently. But also it's a slightly changed world. And we're all finding our way with that, how we want to live, how we want to work, how we want to interact with each other. Have our priorities changed? Is the way we're living our lives really fulfilling our dharma, our purpose, our needs? Or do we need to take a different look, a different perspective? Are we excited to be out and about? Or are we a little bit nervous, thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready to go back into what we call normal life? So even though it's positive, and I'm not going to put a dampener on the positive, we also have to live with what is and reside in reality that it will mean lots of different things for different people. Very, very different experiences, even though we all had a collective experience of a trauma. I think we can call the pandemic a trauma, of varying levels for various people, but definitely a trauma that affected everybody in some way. So we need to take it slowly and start to come out of the chrysalis and learn to fly just in a more mindful way, not cautious perhaps, but just understanding that we have actually all been through this trauma, maybe together, maybe separately. So we need to feel our way a little bit and maybe redefine our relationship with our lives in some way. And our yoga practice, the true really aim of yoga is to find the self through the self. And the self may never change, may not want to change, may be happy in its place, but also the self may want to evolve and grow. maybe take on a slightly different mantle. And that's where I find myself, and I think lots of people do, with emerging from the chrysalis in this particular spring of 2021. So, just close your eyes wherever you are. You might be sitting, lying down, sitting on a chair, kneeling up. It's not important. Let's just close our eyes and come into our practice space. That means our space physically, on the mat, in the room, or wherever we are, maybe outside, and into our space inside. So bringing the mind inside, the focus inside, looking within, just for 1 hour, allowing the breath to be wherever it is. No need to accentuate, lengthen, deepen the breath. We're just starting to quieten down, sitting down in a quiet posture with a nice, almost demure maybe face. We're not maybe laughing our heads off, but we're not frowning, we're not tensing. The kind of face you see maybe on statues of the Buddha, where there's always a little upturn in his mouth, but he looks peaceful and quiet. So just allowing your system to start from a base point of quietness and stillness. Just bringing your attention to where you feel the breath coming in and out of the body. Just noticing how your body feels. Are you feeling energetic? Are you feeling lethargic? What needs to happen for you to feel what you need in the body? Do you need to move, or do you need to be still? And bring your hands to your heart. Remain with your eyes closed as I call in the support and the power and the wisdom and the knowledge of the gurus. All we are doing when we are sharing yoga is sharing the practices that we have learned from somebody else. The great gurus going back centuries, thousands of years, that have passed on the wonderful privilege and tradition of yoga. Tatparampaye vidmahe jnanalingeshwaraya dhimahi tanno guruhu prachodayate. Om Maharishi Swami Gitananda Jai. So we're going to come straight to our feet, okay? So if you need a chair to lean on, if you're feeling a bit delicate, just get something that's going to help you come up and down. We will be up and down, but not so much transitioning. Most of the practice is standing up. So come to your feet, however you like to, and stand on your mat or in your space. And we're just going to do some what is called standing jatis, just some loosening, some shaking, some open up, just shaking out your feet, shaking out your hands, just getting with one hand, the right hand, bending the knees softly, and just giving yourself a little shake out. Doesn't have to be in any particular rhythm or pattern, and the elbows and the shoulders, just shaking off any dullness, any burden, any lethargy. And the other hand, left hand, literally, it's a limp wrist, okay? And you're just shaking out, and then with the elbow, and then with the shoulders, and my knees are slightly bent. I've got a little bit of rebound going on. I'm not sort of standing with straight legs. And I'm shaking together, and I'm going to shake in front, I'm going to stick my bum back, and I'm going to shake to the bottom, and I'm going to shake to the side, and I'm really just Getting rid of any clutter, any energy I don't need, any tiredness. Waking up my system in a gentle, kind way. Up, down. Bend the knees, up and down. Keep bending the knees. We haven't straightened the back up yet. And bring it all together and just let it go. And just stand. Close the eyes and notice the energy, the aliveness in your body. If people don't know what we're talking about when we say the energetic body, if you just notice the aliveness in your fingers, in your hands. And we're going to start with the feet. So I'm going to start on my right foot, pressing down. I still soften my knee. I'm not going to keep it too rigid. And I'm just going to shake out my left foot. Maybe I will rotate the ankle. Well, actually, I'm drawing a circle with my toe. Okay, and then I get the best possible rotation. And keep standing right up, nice and tall. You're pressing your right foot down. Belly drops back. You can shake up the knee. And breathe and bring it down. And shake both legs because you may hold tension in the standing leg. When you're on the standing leg, always making the connection and the relationship between the heel and the hip. Okay? So stand on the left foot and really press down, making the connection between the heel and the hip. And you can just shake out the foot first if you like. Just flex and point and then rotate. So I'm just drawing a circle with my toe one way and the other way. And if you're outside, it'd be lovely to do this on grass or in sand. So nice, and just shake out the right knee and kind of just extending and flexing the knee. And there you go, shake it all out. And maybe we can do a kind of opposite hand, okay, to opposite foot. So right hand and left foot, shake. Just connecting the left and right brain. Keeping those connections strong. And the other side. And then maybe you want to just do a little hop. Just one side to the other. Doesn't have to be too energetic, but you're just waking everything up. And stand still. We're going to come to one side and just swing the leg. I'm going to just swing my right leg. Pressing down through the left. Don't worry if you wobble, you'll wobble. And just press it back down, and left leg. You can go as high or as low as you like. It's just about freeing everything up before we start our practice. And I feel I want to do the other leg again. And breathe and enjoy. Don't worry about holding tension in the body. Just see if you can get some freedom in the leg, the hip. Bring it down, other side. And you might want to go a bit bigger this time as you feel more confident and steady. Keep looking on the floor if you need to. And let go. And shake it all out. We're just going to go across the body. So I'm standing on my left foot. And I don't know if you can see me so good, but I have to work with what I've got. Anyway, left foot. And I'm going to just bring the right leg across. A bit like a pendulum. And enjoy, go with your own rhythm. Breathing, feeling alive. And leg down, and the other side. Oops, sorry. And if you have some disruption, like a hiccup or a burp, it disrupts the whole system. Okay, and you might lose balance and down. And shake it out. And shake it out. And see if you can just bring the left knee in. Oh, give it a squeeze. Nice long back. Really nice squeeze. And the other side. Really nice squeeze. Press the standing foot into the floor. Think about the heel to the hip. Heel to the hip. And maybe you want to open it out a bit. Open the hips out like you see the footballers do. I'm having trouble with my right. I think it's my right hip. I'm getting pain here. Could be my piriformis. No pain in the groin, but I do hear a lot of clicking. I don't think clicking's too bad. Be gentle, bring it the other way. And let's just have a little swing. So I'm going to bring my feet maybe to just hip width distance apart. And I'm just going to have a little twist. My knees are soft, my feet are turning slightly as I twist. And make sure you've got nothing around you, don't hit yourself. Give yourself a good twist. Good, and just shake off the legs again. Make sure you're not dizzy, that sometimes makes you a little dizzy. I'm going to stand with my hands on my hips. I'm going to really press my feet down now. I'm really making the connection with the earth so that I stand nice and tall, but I am really centered and I literally am grounded. I'm pressing through the earth, hands on my hips. Raise up the left arm, breathe in and lengthen along the left side. Breathe out and lengthen laterally towards the right side. You don't have to come all the way down, it's up to you. I'm just starting off, so I'm just doing this. Breathe in, bring the arm up and relax. And do the other side. Left arm on the hip. Right arm is really lengthening before you go anywhere. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, see if you can lengthen across, really across the ear, so it's not here. If you have shoulder issues and you just haven't got that mobility, it can help you to put the right hand just at the base of the skull. So you have some support, but you're still getting the opening and you're still getting a lateral bend, a lateral stretch. And breathe in and shake it out. Please take a sip of water as we step into the Shavasana series. We'll be doing, we may not get through it all. Usually I take an hour and a half to do this and we only have an hour. But you know, just we're building it up step by step. So we will do a repetition of a kriya, that is a movement with the breath, 3 times. Then on the 4th time we will be holding the asana, okay? So the asana looks like a static pose in that it doesn't move, but everything is moving within the system. Your mind may move, you may be thinking all sorts of things, the breath, and of course the whole system, the energetic body system. So when you are holding, you won't be holding the breath unless I cue it as such. When you're holding an asana, you could be holding it between 3 and 6 breaths. So obviously we need to breathe in and out during that time. We're going to maintain a curiosity with the in-breath, that the in-breath is going to bring in life force, prana, and create space in our system. It's going to create space. So we're going to be looking for length in the spine on the in-breath, okay? On the out-breath, we're going to release and let any sort of dullness, lethargy, resentment, anger, anything we may have in the system that we want to get rid of, we're going to feel like it's a release and a cleansing. So maybe that's a slightly different approach for you, but I think that will be really nice for the Shavasana series in the Gitananda lineage, okay? So I'm going to stand on the side so you see how I do the fold. First of all, I want you to stand with the feet hip distance apart and your knees soft. So people who have tight hamstrings or may have a challenging lower back or some problems in the hip, the pelvic girdle, you really can keep the knees bent, okay? So you don't have to have straight legs. If you do have straight legs, please emphasize the fact that you're pressing through the floor, that you're not just hyperextending your knees. The kneecaps kind of lift, okay? And the joints are stacked. So let's start our practice. We're going to breathe in first of all. Lengthen the arms up towards the ceiling, the sky, and we're going to breathe out. So as we breathe out, slight contraction of the belly, okay? Breathing in, lengthen and fill with prana, life force. Breathe in. And breathe out. It's about the count of 6. It's not a quick breathing in and breathing out. We're doing it 4 more times. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's that kind of pace, okay? So breathing in, lengthen. Fill your lungs, lower, mid, upper. Breathing out. Slight contraction of the belly, letting go of any tension or any kind of feeling of heaviness or burden. 2 more times. Breathing in. And breathing out. Pulling that tummy back so it supports your back. And we're going to leave it there. Shake out the hands. Shake out the legs. So again, keep the legs not deeply bent, okay, but some nice pliable kind of, a little bit of a rebound if you like. Okay, so this time we're breathing in here. And we're breathing out and coming halfway. So I'm sitting back now quite deeply, and I'm lengthening through my spine. Then I breathe in, press to the floor, and breathe out to come back. This is so slow. This is mindful, slow mindful yoga. We're not in a hurry, but you will feel it in the whole system. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, soften the knees, and really lengthen through your spine. Your crown is coming forward. Breathing in to come up, press the feet into the floor. Breathing out to let the arms come down. So it's already, it's not, it looks very, very simple and easy, but there's a lot of work going on. Okay, breathing in. We're doing 3 more. Lengthen even more now. Breathe out. Soften the knees, stick the bum back. Knees are sort of forward of the ankle. Lengthen. Breathe in. And out you come. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen. Crown coming forward. You can look at the floor. Breathe in. And out. So this is still warming up, okay? We need to get the spine and the arms, the legs all nice and warm before we go right down. Last time like this. Breathe in. Lengthen. Breathe out. Soften knees. Melt them. Belly back. Maybe you can dip a little lower. Lengthen. Breathe in. And come back. And shake it out. Shake the arms. The arms might be a bit tired. Okay, shake out the legs. Shake out the legs. So I will take a sip and I will come to the other side. So see how your back feels. See how the legs feel. They may well be, if you practice every day and you do a lot of yoga, you might think, well, when are you going to show me something? If that's the case, you need to slow down. If you think this is not enough, slow it down. Breathe for longer. Pause in between the breaths. Really extend the spine, okay? You will work. And it will be mindful. Breathing in here, arms up. Now you can bend the knees or keep them straight, it's up to you. Breathing out, I'm coming forward. Forward, forward, forward. Then I'm coming down. All the way down. I'm just hanging. I'm not doing too much. I'm pressing my feet. I'm going to bend my knees slightly to come up. Breathe in. So I'm coming all the way down now. And open. So we're looking at 6. In for 6. Out for 6. Slow it down, okay? If 6 is too long for you, change it to 4. Breathing in. Stretch. Breathing out. From the hips, lengthen. Then allow yourself to come down. All the way out, belly back. Breathing in. I'm thinking of my chest, even though my arms are coming forward, I'm thinking of my chest, my heart coming forward. And out. Take a break. We're going to do another 3. When we come up with the next 3, fine for you to come up with your arms open if that suits your body better, if this is too much for your shoulders. Okay, breathing in here, lengthen. Breathing out, soften your knees if you need to. Coming forward. Forward, and then fold. Breathing in, I can open my arms. Lead with the chest. And come back up. We're going to do 2 more. In. Out. Belly back. Out, lengthen first. Then soften at the fold. Crown to the floor. Now breathe in. Lead with your chest. Look forward. Lift the chin. And you can either bring them up and down or down, up to you. Last one like this. Breathing in. Breathing out, I come forward. I lengthen. I come all the way forward. As I said, you can have soft knees if your body doesn't like long, straight legs. You will feel it maybe in the glutes. Breathing in. And you come up. And out. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. You can bring them forward and back. Just a little twisty thing. Now, I come to the other side. You're going to come up and down on your toes before we go into the actual deep forward bends and holding them as asana. You have a choice. You can either bring your arms up and then place them behind the head like this, so the elbows are up, or you can actually come up like this. Up to you. Might be easier to come up with the arms up, I don't know, let's try it. So we'll do 3 of each, so we're all in unison, okay? Let's do 3 of each. I'm breathing in as I raise up my arms and my heels from the floor, breathing in. Tall as I can, as high as I can. Breathing out. Pull my belly back. I'm actively pulling my belly back as I descend with the heels and the hands at the same time. So good for your nervous system, this, okay? If you're in a queue and you're getting agitated, do a couple of these. People can look at you, it doesn't matter. You'll feel better. Breathing in. See if you can come right up practically onto your tippy toes. Very strengthening for the feet, the arches. Breathing out. Smile. Let all of the negativity go as you touch the heels to the floor the same time as the hands. This may be really strong for you. Could get you in the calves. Yeah, the feet might feel it. Breathing in, but you need strong feet, you need a strong base. Lengthen, oh lengthen, like you're flying. Lengthen, all of the joints are stacked, so you should be, it's like an upside down handstand, okay? And draw all the way back down. Pull that tummy in. Helps you to support the lower back. And shake out the legs. Shake them out. Take a sip of water. Keep yourself totally hydrated. And we're going to come up with our elbows up. See if this works. If not, go back to the other one. It's not a problem to do that. So I'm going to bring my hands up and back. I'm going to try and point my elbows up as opposed to forward. They don't come completely up, I know this. I'm going to keep my chin down as much as possible. Just stretching my shoulders and my chest, and I'm going to come back up onto my tippy toes. So breathing in, come up, breathing out, come down. We'll just do 3. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open up your chest, open up your heart. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. Don't forget your belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is really nice, and shake it out. You'll feel it in between. You know, I've got quite a lot of flesh there. I worked in an office, I worked on news desks, I worked, journalism and PR for many years. So I've built up this mound, which has gone down now a lot. But I notice it a lot more these days in young people. So opening up the space between your shoulder blades and open up your chest and bringing the shoulder blades together and down is a really good one for this kind of tech neck. And actually we'll do a little bit of that because I think it's important. There's 3 things here I can show you for that. So you're going to bring your arms out in a Y shape with the palms are facing forward. I'll go back a little. Not sure you can see all of me. The palms are facing forward. I apologize. They're facing forward. This is like YMCA, okay? So this is your Y. Now see if you can press without, you don't have to move your feet or your hips so much or your arms that much. I want you to think of the hands, the palms, pressing forward as the back of the hands press back. So it's a kind of an asymmetric thing, isometric, okay? The energy is moving both ways. And then allow the arms and the hands to come back slightly. So you're broadening the Y. You can feel the chest open, but keep the resistance. Like you're pressing against a wall. You could actually do this against a wall. That would be quite a good thing to do. You can feel it, I can. All those people who've got their heads down all the time will be feeling it. A couple of more seconds, keep breathing. Stretch it even further back, open the chest, open the chest, open the chest, and bring it down. Whew, that's quite intense. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with a kind of W. So there's your Y, okay? So the W is going to be out a bit like what we call in yoga goddess hands sometimes. So the elbow is bent, but the palms again are forward, but the back of the hands are coming back as the elbow comes forward and slightly up. Again, you will feel this in the thoracic area. And breathe. And resist it a little, but keep your neck, you need to have a strong neck in life, but I don't want you to have too much tension in the neck with this. But you'll notice, that it does happen. Really, it's from all of the devices we're on. And we have to counteract that or we'll all be like hunched over. A few more breaths, and please release it. Whoa, yes, it's intense. So we're going to just swing out our arms, okay, to release that tension. So I'm just going to do a couple of circles with my arms. One way and then the other. I think I need to do that myself more often because I really felt it quite intensely. And the other side. And forward. And let's just make sure our necks are okay. Okay, so you can stand with your eyes open, feet hip distance, make sure your joints are stacked. So the load on the joints, is equal and balanced. So you don't put too much on one side or the other. We're just going to do a couple of head rolls, but I want the eyes open because you're standing. Okay, so drop the chin, drop the chin. Just at the back of the neck. Stretch. And we're just going to go to one side, doesn't matter, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Just do a few of those nice head rolls. And just allow the shoulders to be soft. As you hear the crunching, don't worry about it, it's just the vertebrae opening up. But you're breathing in to lift, and you're breathing out to come down. Let's do the other side. Trying to allow the shoulders to soften down. Try not to lift the shoulders up. trying to create space between the earlobe and the shoulder, all the way down. And you might have tighter one side than the other. And breathe in and look left. Breathe in, look left. Breathe out, look. Oh, breathe in, look right. And breathe out, look left. I've got new pillows and I've had a lot of problems with my neck lately. Breathing in, look right. Breathing out, look left. Keep your eyes open, keep your feet engaged, keep yourself sturdy and strong. Breathe in, look right. And breathe out, look left. And just shake out those legs, shake out the hands, shake out the whole body. You can shake everything. Good. And we're going to come to our first forward fold. That's going to be held. So this one is Padangushtha asana. Okay. So again, soften your knees if you feel you can't get to the floor because of tight hamstrings. Or you can bend onto a chair. You know, don't kill yourself. Breathing in here. You should feel a bit freer in the body now. And breathing out, I'm going to come forward because I want to lengthen before I fold. And I'm coming all the way down. And I'm dropping my head. And I'm just going to hang here a minute. I'm pressing my feet into the floor. I really want to get my knees above my ankles, my hips above my knees. Feeling confident that I'm not going to fall over, pressing my feet down. Using the strength in my system, my skeletal system, that when it's stacked, I feel strong. Drop the head down, really drop it down. Now see if you can get your two peace fingers around the big toe on either side. Breathe in here and look forward. So again, you are lengthening through the spine, the crown is coming forward, the bottom's going back, you're looking forward, and as you breathe out, you're going to suck the tummy in and bring the crown to the floor. So I'm sucking my tummy in, and it means I can bend my elbows a bit and get closer to the floor. Breathe in, straighten the arms, press the feet down, look forward. Pressing the toe down will help you stretch your arms. Breathing out, sucking the belly in, and seeing if you can, with the breath, come a little closer to the floor. So your belly is really on your thighs, crown is facing down. Breathe in, extend one more time, and breathe out. Suck that tummy in as much as you can. Fingers around the big toe. Maybe the hamstrings are challenged, so soften the knees if that's the case. Don't pop a hamstring, okay? Do what you think. They will come slowly and surely. They need time, especially if you run a lot or you cycle a lot. Release your hands. Maybe they get closer to the floor. Maybe the palms can come down. Now I want you to breathe in and stretch up and open. And shake out the legs. Don't hold any residual tension. So shaking out is quite a good thing to do. You don't like to have any lactic acid or anything building up in the system if we can help it. So I'll come to face this way. This time we are going to see if we can place the hands under the feet. If you can't manage that, just do the same thing again. And if you feel the floor is too far, side of a chair, lifting up and then coming and lengthening. Okay, so we're going to do this up and down 3 times before we land on the 4th time. Breathing in, up you come. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthen. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll come up one more time. Breathing in. Lengthen through your spine. Now, breathing out, again, extend forward, extend forward, extend forward, extend forward until you fold. And see if you can lift the toes and bring the palms under. Pressing the feet into the palms. You can look up. See if you can get your shoulders away from your ears. So you're not looking up to the sky, you can't do that, but you can look forward. Breathe in here, big breath in. Breathe out. Suck the belly up. You get closer with the chest to the thumbs. Now I've got a lot of baggage in my belly, okay? It's there. So I have to really suck it up and I get closer to my thighs. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out. Suck, 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 suck. Chest nearly on my knees now. And one last time, breathing in, look forward. Breathe out. Suck it up. Head comes down. A few breaths here, just gently breathing. Just letting, it's almost like an inversion. Your head will fill with fresh prana, fresh oxygenated blood. Nice stretch at the back of the thighs. Now breathe in, look forward and release your poor hands. If they have been under, just let them release onto the floor. Now this time bring your feet closer together. I want you to bend your knees, like your knees are coming forward of the ankles now. Bend your knees, stay low, breathe in, push through the floor and come up. Lovely, shake out your legs. Shake out the legs. Now we've done a lot of forward folding, so just to counteract that and make sure the back is happy, I want you to bring your hands pointing up if they can towards the back like this. Okay, we're just going to do standing Cobra. Okay, so roll the shoulders up, elbows come back behind, chest is open. You can have your hands on the side if it hurts the hands too much to point up, that's fine, because it can be challenging if you have arthritic fingers and wrists that are not so good. Okay, breathing in here. Breathe out, chin back to the sternum, but push the hips forward. Breathe in here. Fill that belly, don't worry about it rising up. Breathe out. Come down a little bit more if you can. Press those feet into the floor. Breathe in. And this time, I'm going to allow my head to drop back. Keep your eyes open, but you don't have to do this. You can have the chin in, eyes forward. And breathe in to come up. And just let the blood settle. I'm quite hot. No, it didn't look like we're doing much, but I'm boiling. And shake out the legs. And we're just going to swing again, just to make sure that back is okay. Yeah. Lovely. Please take a sip of water, shake up the legs or whatever else you need to shake out. And we are going to practice nice Trikonasana. But we're not going to make it as, maybe as wide as it ordinarily is. In modern yoga we open the legs quite wide and it's all about looking good, but you don't have to have the legs so wide. Let's have a nice firm base. Left leg, let's start under the hips, okay? Feet under the knees, under the hips, and then I'm turning my right foot towards the short edge of my mat. But I'm not having a very long stance, okay? It's not much space in between my legs. My left foot is slightly turning in. My left foot is slightly turning in, and I'm concerned with keeping the weight into the edges of my feet and my big toe. My hips are open, Okay, they're not closed off. They're open. We're going to open out, lengthen through the arms, and point the fingers and the arms away from our shoulders, but they are at shoulder height. They're not too much higher than this. Just feel your feet. Press your feet into the floor. Try not to tilt the hip up. Okay? You see a lot of this hip and then it pulls on here, and it's just keep the feet engaged. Back foot engaged. Breathe in here. You're going to breathe out and come down. And you can have your hand behind your back if your arm doesn't like to come up. Don't worry about it. So that's our out breath. We're coming up. Press the feet. It's the feet, the feet, the feet, not the knees. Okay, that's up. Breathing out, belly back. My arm can be here, because I want to open my chest, or I can open it behind like this. Up to you. Breathe in and come up. Use your feet. Down on the out breath. See if you can really lengthen now. Lengthen up through the upper arm. You can look down. Breathe in, you're coming up. Now let the arms go, shake them out in case they're getting tired. Make sure your neck is okay. We're staying down next time. Now, because my mat is a little slippy because I'm hot now, I need to shorten my stance. So make sure you're not slipping too wide. Okay, opening up. Lovely, Trikonasana. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, see if you can lengthen through the right arm. Go as far as you can. And I'm going to see if I can twist a little bit more. Get my chest to the ceiling. So I'm going to bring my fingers into my leggings on the right hand side. And I'm going to look up, pressing through my feet. I press through my feet. I open up. Every time I breathe in, I lengthen. Every time I breathe out, I can look down, pull the tummy back, pull it back, press the hand against the shin, or you can come further down if you don't collapse. I'm going to breathe in here, straighten up the whole of the arm, the length of the side body, and I'm going to bring it over. Breathe, lengthen, lengthen. Feet. Think of the feet. Breathe in and come up. And shake it out. I'm going to have to... Okay? So left foot pointing to the long... Sorry, my left foot is pointing to the short edge of the mat. It's the long edge. Okay? Right foot is pointing in. And I'm considering the edges of my feet. And the big toe. Don't do it so much. Don't twist the foot so much that you hurt your knee. Some people do that, it's not good, okay? So press through the feet, really press through the feet. Open it up. I'm coming up and down 3 times. Open. This part is, quite hard work, so think of the feet. Breathing in and breathing out. Lengthen, press against the shin. Don't rush. Breathing in and out. Belly back, belly back. Breathing in and out. Pressing through the feet. Don't tilt the hip up. Don't kind of hang out in that little tip up of the hip. It's not good for the hip. Breathing in, press the feet. You can release the arms and shake them for a moment because we're going down to hold. So see if you can really create space here. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Realign the feet. Open up. Lengthen. Open up the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lengthen through the left arm like someone's pulling you. They're pulling you, but you're not tipping this hip up. Keep it firm. Keep the foot firm. Down. You can bring your hand behind so you can really open up. I really want to open up more. Every in-breath, think of length. After the next inhale, exhale and lengthen across, but not in front, okay? So if it doesn't go across, leave it. Lengthen through the side, belly back. One more. Breathe in. And up you come. Lovely. Shake it out. Now you might want a block or a cushion or something of some kind for the reverse trikonasana. I sometimes use a block. I just find it helps me to twist a little better. Okay. So I'm bringing my block. You could have books, I mean whatever you've got. If you practice with me regularly, you know I use these lightweight grey blocks from TK Maxx, or you can have stronger ones, the cork ones. I think this is okay. So it's reverse trikonasana. So I'm bringing my right foot forward and my left foot back. And I like to get myself into position by bringing the right arm behind, so I know that I'm facing forward, like kind of headlights with my hip points, okay? I face forward. My legs are really strong into the floor. My feet are strong into the floor. I really think you need to concentrate on the feet, okay, to maintain balance and stability. I lift up my left arm and I come forward. So if you can come forward and then come across to the block and press the feet into the floor. So you're just coming forward and the left hand is coming towards the block or the book, or you might be on the floor. You know, you may have this in your practice a lot. I've been having problems with knees, so I quite like to take it bit by bit with the block. Once I'm there, I realign what I think my feet should be doing. I really press down, and then I open up to the side. Okay. Breathing in, I lengthen more. Breathing out, I pull my belly back. Pull it right back. You can look down, or you can look up. Oops, sorry. I lost concentration. Now back down, and up you come. And shake it out. Shake it out. And we'll do our final standing posture before we come to the floor. So, quite often in a practice, these postures can be whipped through, you know, not at lightning speed ever in this tradition, but they can just be flowing one after the other. But I wanted to break it down and work slowly this morning and set you up for the day. Okay, so I'm bringing my block to the left foot now. So my foot is just inside this grey block. And my right foot's behind. And the way I like to set up my hips, I mean, I don't do it all the time, but I'm teaching it to you because it can help you find the right spot, okay? I bring my left hand behind and sometimes I tuck it in to my leggings, okay? And then I raise up with my right arm because I'm coming across, okay? I'm coming across. Breathing in here. Now I want to come forward, like we've done all of the work with our spine to come forward. I don't just come down, because that's not going to work. So I lengthen, and I come forward, but my feet stay in the right place. They're on the floor, they're pressing down. Sometimes the back foot can lose a bit of connection. Let it press down before you take the other hand up. Press it down. And you know, you can have your hand on the floor, you can have your hand on the floor, depends. One
outside with me, I don't mind going to the floor. The other side, I like to have the block. And you can have the block at any height, you know, you could have it higher, just as long as it's robust for you. And down. And up. And we're going to just do one more standing posture because I think we need it. I do. And that is the, it's another forward fold, okay? I think we'll do it now. The Padottanasana, the forward wide leg fold, okay? So get your legs into a position where you feel they're wide enough, but they're not too wide, you've got control. And they're parallel and the toes are pointing forward. The toes are not pointing to the side. They need to be pointing forward. And the sides of the feet, again, really pushing into that floor. So I'm not going too wide. If I want to go a bit wider, I'll go wider when I'm down there. But this is the first time I'm practicing this today, so we need to take it steady, pressing those feet down, really down. Good. Breathe in here, lift the arms. So you're lifting the rib cage away from this heavy pelvis. You're lengthening. Same thing about lengthening through the spine as you come forward, okay? We don't just bend down. There's no bend in the back. We fold from the hips. There is no hinge in the back, okay? Breathing in, breathing out. Press the feet down, keep really firm. Press the bum back, crown coming forward, you're reaching forward, 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 forward until you decide, yeah, I'm okay here. Then the crown to the floor. And I'm going to open mine a little wider. I've got that in my practice. But my feet are still parallel. I'm pressing into the outer sides of the feet. I'm going to breathe in here, look forward. Now, I really want to strengthen my thighs here, so I really want to press my feet and think about the thighs strengthening. And I come a little closer. Then I breathe in and I look forward. You can put a block, a cushion under your head if you like to. As you breathe out, pull the tummy in. Lengthen through those thighs. Maybe your head's on the floor, you can stay down there. Breathe in here, look forward. Bring the hands to the hips. Pause, lengthen again. Breathe in, and you're coming up. And then you come in together. Shake it out. Shake it out. We're going to have to come to the floor, my friends, because we haven't got much more time. I've gone over. So, I'm going to come to the floor by coming into Mero Asana first. So, feel like I need that stretch. I'm going to breathe in. Really breathing. So lovely to feel lengthened out and spacious now. I'm going to breathe out. All the way to the floor as we did earlier. And I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm going to leave my feet on the floor. Maybe the heels do lift for some of you. That's fine. Hands right out. Rotating the upper arms in. Let the head drop. See if you can get the mid part of your buttock on the ceiling. Lift those sit bones. Pressing away with the fingers, not down. And I'm going to come to the floor. So you come down whichever way you can, because I want you on your back. Okay? Come onto the floor on your back. Draw the knees in. And see if you can give yourself a little rock from side to side. Place the hands on the floor alongside the body. Breathe in here and stretch the legs up. Heels to the ceiling. Just give the back of the legs a stretch. Get the belly a little bit engaged so that you can lengthen through your back with support, because you've done a lot of work on the back. So once you stick the heels in the air, you'll feel a little bit of a core strength coming on. Shoulders are soft, but you'll also feel that length of the whole spine supported by the floor, and it can be such a lovely feeling. When you've had enough, draw your knees in and come into your relaxation, your Shavasana, your corpse pose. You may want to have the heels together so that you may remain alert. So you're not going to bed, it's unlikely you're going to bed after this practice this morning. So if you keep the heels together and the legs straight, and then the arms can roll away, so that you are in Shavasana, but you're more likely to stay alert, because we're not going to sleep. So close your eyes, let the energy settle down, let the breath just feel as though it's very, very, very shallow and gentle, almost like the breath of, you would think of a butterfly, you know, that gentle in and out, no striving, no struggling. Allow your eyes to close. Just noticing the sensations in your body. The aliveness. Wonderful feeling that you get after your yoga practice, that almost exciting feeling as well, that sort of feeling of maybe the electricity flowing through you, the life, the prana, the life force flowing through you, whilst also being completely at ease. So not excited in an agitated way. There's an opening. The internal organs are all doing the dance, telling you thank you for looking after them. The spine, the vertebrae, the discs, spinal cord, everything feeling a lot happier. So when you feel good, your whole body is also rejoicing. So allowing the energy to settle. Allowing yourself to let go. Keenly aware that you are alive, keenly aware that you are alert, but you are also deeply, deeply relaxed. You're not holding on, you're not holding back. Allowing yourself to be who you are in this moment. No reproach, no judgment, no criticism. Just knowing that you are doing your best. That's all we can do.
Not getting bogged down in dealing with old wounds, old experiences, past lives. Conditioned thinking, programming, other people's opinion, neglect, abuse, loss, grief. All of those things that can be mirrored in our life experience. Not getting bogged down, accepting that that was what was and now it's not here anymore. The past is but the beginning of a beginning. H.G. Wells said that. The past is but a beginning of the beginning. And with your next inhalation, please stretch arms overhead, feet away, giving your spine a really nice stretch from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Bend the knees towards the chest and rock back and forth or from side to side. And land on one side or the other. For a few moments, keep the eyes closed before you sit up to finish our session today. No need to rush. And come and sit up. However you like to sit, and notice how you feel. Close your eyes and notice what's going on in your chest, your heart, your stomach, your fingers, your toes, your legs, your arms, your spine, your mind, your breath. What was there before and what is no longer there? Or what did you need that wasn't there and now is present? This is your practice. You can enter into this state at any time. Join your hands at your heart in Namaskar Mudra, honoring the divine in yourself and the divine in others who share the practice. We will finish with the peace prayer, Lukasana staff. You know it, join in, but you can always join in with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Luka Samasta Sukhinom Bhavantu Sarve Namaha Sukhinom Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om. Thank you. That's our class for today. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for practicing.